One of the things I love the most about living in the villages is the ability to travel. And there are so many great places to go see and things to do in the area. But sometimes I just don't feel like driving. Well, I found one of the best solutions, and that's Workman Transportation. Workman has luxurious buses, fantastic drivers. They have a person that goes with every trip to explain the area. And one of the places that I went to that has become my favorite is Eustis, in particular to the Peddler's Wagon. It has become one of my favorite places to shop, and I want to show you what I got for my last trip, or actually my last three trips.
You'll find this Workman Transportation sign at the far end of the parking lot with what I believe is the Humana building in the background. One thing about boarding at the Brownwood location is that depending on where the trip is going to, you will probably be the second group of passengers to board after those from Spanish Springs. The front areas will probably be taken, so you'll have to go towards the back to find available seating. One of the things I really like about the Workman buses is that the interior is really nice and clean. You've got these footrests. They give you bottles of water, or you can bring your own beverage with the cup holders, and they also have the outlets for your phones for charging. Lovely storefront. There are chairs outside to take a seat if you are done shopping. But now let's take a look at the inside. Almost directly across the street is the Eustis Market, and inside is where the Lebanese restaurant is, in addition to a few shops. Quick tip: if you are in need of a restroom, there are three in the back of this building. There is a sign that says no public restrooms, but a quick stop is probably okay. My lunch was fresh pita chips and hummus, along with a gyro. And if you're in the mood for Mexican food, just a few doors down on the same side of the street as the Lebanese restaurant is Rosa Mezcal. It is one of the best Mexican restaurants I have eaten at in the area. And if you still have some more time to spend in Eustis, I recommend this store across the street from Peddler's Wagon called Cozy Corner. The store is actually quite huge and takes up three buildings.
I am surrounded with my purchases from my second trip out to Peddler's Wagon, and it's time to decorate my home for Christmas, which is the most of this stuff was what it is. So I thought now it would be a good time to show you an unboxing or a revealing, whatever you want to call it, for the things that I got from Peddler's Wagon. And the packaging itself is beautiful. So I'm just going to go and show you real quick how some of these items are packaged. So you'll have the Peddler's Wagon bags. There's tissue paper that they put in there. This is just how it came. Little ribbon on the top, raffia. So it's very pretty, very well done. Everything is individually packaged in there or wrapped in there. So I'll have like pieces like this that are going to be wrapped that I'll show you. So all of this takes time, and so sometimes when you go in there, depending on the day and the time, the lines can be rather long, and that's because of a couple of reasons that kind of slows things down just a little bit. And the first one is how they record the purchases. So everything's got a little tag on it that's handwritten, and then they take that information and they write it down on a piece of paper. Then they do the calculations and add everything up for you, so it's not computerized at all, and that does take time. And then in addition to that, they've got, sometimes the person at the register doesn't have help, and so not only are they doing everything by hand, but then they are turning around and putting everything in this beautiful packaging for you. So that is happening for all of the customers in front of you, and will eventually happen for you when you get to the front of the line. So just understand that the reasons why that line may take a little bit to get up to the front is because of all of this stuff is going on behind the scenes. All right, so the packaging, some of the big florals that I got are like this. So again, they are taking their time and really making the packaging as beautiful as they can. And they do a really fantastic job with that. And so I'm just gonna start with something that's in the box that I got. And this is a 28-inch lighted starburst. So instead of doing like a topper for my tree this year, in the pictures you probably saw one of these toppers being used. They are gorgeous. It is really a trend that I hadn't seen before. Rather than just doing a topper, they're doing like huge floral designs on the top of the tree. And this is I believe this is the large, because they only had smalls and larges left. And this is again, this is the 28-inch. So I'm not sure, it doesn't say large or medium on here. But I believe it's the large, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, so that's that, and I will get that up on my tree. All right, so let's take a look at one of the ones that I've already taken the raffia off of and just kind of go with what I got. So I'm doing lots of blues. My home is very coastally decorated. And so these little guys here with the little picks, the pins on the bottom here, really pretty. I don't know, about a hand's width. I don't know what the measurement on that. $8.95. So again, everything is hand written. So I'll just show you that. $8.95. So they painstakingly go through and have to hand write all of these and then put them on into each individual piece. Just incredible. So I got 2 of those, very pretty. Now they take the time and they individually wrap everything. So this is a nice little glitter ball. And this one was $5.95. So very pretty grayish blues. The only thing on my Christmas tree right now are lights. So this desperately needs to be decorated. All right, so on this one is $9.95, and really pretty flowers like painted on it, and then it's got this gold in the area here. So very pretty. Again, bubble wrap. So they bubble wrap things. Lots more of that. This one, I think this is one more. Yeah, $14.95. So I tend to not always pay attention to the pricing of things. I just grab and go. And then I'm shocked at the end when I look at the pricing. And I had not looked at one of these earlier until it was already paid for. But $14.95, a little pricey, I think, on this pretty bulb. I'm not really sure why this one was $15, but it's here with me anyway, and I will love it. Not sure if I would have looked at the price that it would have changed my mind, but because I only picked things that I knew I was going to love and be really pretty on my tree. And then this one is $12.95. Again, everything is handwritten. So that's a really pretty one. That's like silver, gold, and blue. Very pretty. All right. So that is that bag. And then we'll take the raffia off of this. These are great to save. The little raffia pieces are great to save when you are gift giving. And get that one off. All right, some tissue paper. Again, save it. That will go in my save pile for my bags. So I got another one of these. I just showed you that one that was $9.95 if I forgot to tell you the price on that one. So I got two of those. Here's a little bit different. And then they tape them up as well. So that's going to take some time. So this is more like a silver and blue. The pricing on this one, there is no price. It must have fallen off at some point, or they took it off there at the store. This may have been one of them. I may have another one of this, so we'll know what the pricing is. Let's see. Yeah, if they could definitely figure out a way to help behind the counter, that would be awesome. $12.95 for this one. So this one's got some like pearls on the top of it, and then just a plain Jane. So this one again was $12.95, or I don't know, some way to. They just need more help. They just need more help. So pack your patience when you go there sometimes. You never know what kind of day you're going to have, or they're going to have. So with that, you might want to look at their schedule. Try to pick, like as soon as they open or a slower part of the day. Probably not on a Saturday. This one's $10.95. They are closed Sundays and Mondays. So try to get out there when you can kind of predict a slower time, or maybe even give them a call and say, hey, what are your slowest times, and then plan a day for that. This is a really pretty one, $8.95. So it's very, very, very light blues. Very, very light blues. Almost like a blue silver. See a theme going here. And let's see what else. I think this is my last ornament. And this one was $12.95. So I may have only gotten one, maybe two, because of the one that wasn't priced, $14.95 ones. Otherwise, they've been anywhere between $8.95. This one's $12.95. So $8.95 to what, $14.95. And again, this will be really pretty. So I mix silver and golds and all the metals and all the things. All right, so that is that for this bag. And then now we get into the florals. I love the florals because I have priced these florals. They are a lot of foam ones in my local area, and these prices are probably at least half. Because when I walked in, I had sticker shock, but the opposite direction of when the last time I went shopping for these, I had sticker shock going in the upward direction. This was like, oh my gosh, I need to buy a lot. So this just slips right off down here. I'm just gonna hang on to these and just slip that off. All right, so I'm making a mess of my black pants here. So these are really cool. They're almost like a lamb's wool kind of texture to them. Isn't that gorgeous? So these are, I don't know however long that is. $8.95. I was shocked. $8.95. You can arrange it however you want. It's got the wire in it. So stinking cute. Lots and lots and lots of texture to this. I got 3 of those. I tend to buy things in odd numbers. And So there's those three. Those will be really cute in some type of a display or in the tree. I'm not deciding yet. It may take me a couple of days of switching things in and out until I get things exactly the way that I want them. So who knows where those will land up. All right, so here's this guy. Again, wired. This is more of a silk kind of texturing on the back. So this, another really pretty one that you can shape however you like. Get in there and bend it. You know, you can bend it up, bend it down. Really nice. This one is $10.95. And this is a pretty long one. So $10.95 for this one. What's nice about these is that they're already have like a tissue paper or something wrapped around them. And so when I go to put them in my tree, they should be pretty well disguised, and I'm not going to have to come back and do anything to kind of disguise that. So it should camouflage itself pretty well. And that's another trend for this year, is putting florals into the trees. So these little guys, they're still in the wrapping, and they were $4.95, but just little sprigs. Very sparkly kind of a sprig, and $4.95 for these. I can have 2 of those. This is a really nice sprig. This one is, let's see. This was a bit pricey. Again, I did not look at the pricing. But it's still good. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I pay? $24. I may not have paid that had I looked at the price, but I still love it. So these are, again, these will be able to, it's a pick. It'll be able to go into a vase of mine. I have a very tall vase. You probably see them in the introduction part of my videos. It's a vase that's behind me and typically to the left. Anyway, I'll be decorating that with these, and I got 2 of those. So that was a little pricey. All right, so that was that bundle. Let's see. All right, so what we got in this one? So this one has got these really cool, I don't know what these are called. I may have known before, but some of you might know what these are. And this one is $9.95, so that's a good price. That'll be, and it's very tall. It's very tall. So I'll probably have to wind up cutting it down. I forget what these are called. I got 2 of those. Like, I went a little crazy, and this was in 2 trips. So I went down with a friend of mine, and we went and I bought some things, put them in the car. We went and had lunch at Rosa Mezcal. So we went and had lunch, and then we came back, did more shopping. $8.95 for this little guy. Just more like a tree branch kind of thing, but I thought it was cool and it would look nice. So I got 2 of those. Again, probably thinking of my vases that I have, 1 in each to kind of make them symmetrical. So I got those. $8.95, good price. These are really cool. So that's the kind of long leafy thing. This is a good price. $10.95. $10.95 on this. There's no names or anything on these. So I couldn't even tell you what the names are, but 2 of those. And then the last one. The last one, I can't remember what I have in here, but I'm sure it's great. Oh, these are the more of the foam ones. All right, so these are really pretty and very sparkly. So those will definitely be nice in the tree. $9.95 for these. And you might be thinking I can find those at a Hobby Lobby or someplace else. I don't think so, but I didn't go look. And then here's the same one, but it had not been fluffed yet. So again, $9.95. And I'll save the foam ones. So these are really nice as well. And this one is $10.95. This again, these are all wired. You can shape them however you like. So while I'm thinking about it, one of the things that I remember so distinctly in hearing in my last trip there, because it was so crowded, and the oohs and the ahs and the look at this, and even the gentlemen who are not typically wowed by places of home decor were even like, honey, look at this. This is really cool. I think you'd like this. So even the gentlemen were getting kind of involved with suggesting certain things or looking at certain things or commenting what a great store it is and how wonderful it is. So there's a lot of excitement in this store. Very few stores have I gone into where there was so much chitter chatter about, hey, come look at this, or look what I found, or look back here in this room, or just lots and lots and lots of conversations about this is where you could put this, and this is what you could do with this. And then the staff, let me just say how wonderful the staff is. There are staff members walking around everywhere while you're in there, asking if there's anything that they can do to help you, asking if there's anything that they can get for you. They are just there to help in any way that they possibly can to make your shopping experience wonderful. Every single time I went, I don't know if it was a special occasion, but again, I went 3 times. Each time there are staff members walking around with trays of little crackers with their dips and their jellies on them that you can taste. Just the whole experience at Peddler's Wagon is one that you don't want to just think that you're going to walk in and walk out. It is an experience. And having gone there 3 times now, I can say that with confidence that it wasn't just a one-off time when I went initially on my Workman tour. It was wonderful, and I spent a lot of time in there, but I only bought a couple little things because I didn't want to lug all this stuff back onto the bus, right? And I knew that I would be back because it was only a 40 to 45 minute drive from my home, and I knew that I would be back. I went back the second time to do a lot of this shopping with the intent to do the shopping. And then my third time was to go back and take pictures because I had spent so much time oohing and awing while I was in there that I totally forgot to take pictures of the inside. And I didn't want to make this video without showing you everything to be inside. So I cannot rave about Peddler's Wagon enough, and I will get on with this. But definitely, it's a day trip. Go down, maybe go when they open, do a little shopping, peruse first, kind of think about what you want to get, go to lunch. There's the 2 places that I highly, highly, highly recommend, which is Rosa Mezcal for Mexican, and then the Lebanese for an alternative, fantastic food. And these are the foam flowers. So I will show you these, $9.95. So these foam flowers are really, really cool. And I have quite a few of these in my home from a local store. And I tell you what, they were not $9.95. They were much more expensive. And so I was just amazed at how inexpensive these foam flowers can be, because I know that they are also making a profit at Peddler's Wagon at $9.95. So there's that. And anyway, you can fluff to your heart's desire. Very long stems. And so that is really nice. And then this last one is one that goes with this one that I just showed you. And so that is $10.95. So just to grab them all and just show you everything that I bought as far as the long stemmed items. I have quite a bit going on here, but you can see that My color scheme, it should go well together. Variations of blues and grays and silvers and whites. I think that this will come together very nicely. However it is that I wind up arranging it. Y'all, you just need to go to Peddler's Wagon. Love it. Workman Transportation has become my go-to for those times when I want to travel the local area or have overnight stays and I don't feel like driving myself. If you would like to get more information on where they're headed next, you can visit them at workmantransportation.com. If you see a trip that you are interested in, I highly suggest that you book it right away because a lot of their adventures sell out quickly. For more information on my channel, you can email me at thevillageslifeyourway@gmail.com. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel and like this video and let others know that I'm doing these types of videos. Until I see you on the next video, take care.